Wide centre-backs have been added to Football Manager 2022, and with that comes the option to have every single player on an attack duty. That's right, all 11 players that start the match for you can be set to an attacking duty depending on their position. And that's exactly what we're going to do today in the first episode of the One Season Wonder series for FM22 with Bayern Munich. We're going to create one of the most attacking tactics based on roles and duty and see how successful this can be. So these are the 4 competitions that Bayern Munich are in this season. We've definitely got the squad to mount a challenge in all 4, but do we have the tactic? This is what I've decided to go with. This is what I think will be the most successful in terms of team shape and maintaining some sort of defensive responsibility. But as you can see, every single player role is set to an attacking duty. A sweeper keeper on attack, 2 wide centre-backs with a libero in between, 2 wing-backs, a segundo volante, an advanced playmaker, 2 inverted wingers, and a complete forward. And providing everybody is fit and healthy, this is what I think is our strongest lineup. Neuer as the sweeper keeper, Hernandez and Sule as the wide centre-backs with Upamecano as the libero, Kimmich and Davis on either side as the wing-backs, Goretzka as the segundo volante, Sabitzer as the advanced playmaker, and a front 3 of Gnabry and Sane on either wings with Lewandowski leading the line up front. So I do think this tactic could expose us defensively. It wouldn't surprise me considering every single player is on an attack duty. We have not got one player that is thinking about defence. I do think we have a very nice shape though, and transitioning the ball from the goalkeeper to the forwards in terms of goal scoring and getting in attacking positions, I think we can do that very well. We do have plenty of attacking threat, and of course we do have one of the best strikers in the world in Robert Lewandowski, so hopefully we can outscore the opposition and not have to worry too much when it comes to defending. Our tactical style will be tick-attacker, and FM believes this formation to be a 5-1-1-3. I personally think it suits the players we've got and it suits Bayern Munich's playstyle, especially with this formation. So with a tactic built and ready to go, let's have a look how we got on about a third of the way through the season. Also, if you'd like to see more of these One Season Wonder episodes, they're going to be released every single Monday evening on the Sweet Left Foot YouTube channel. So do make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, drop it a like. It will be very much appreciated. And I'm more than happy to take suggestions, do some One Season Wonder videos that you guys want to see. So if you have any teams that you'd like to see a One Season Wonder episode with and a specific aim, feel free to let me know in the comments. For example, it could be PSG winning the Champions League, West Ham winning the Europa League, Spurs winning any trophy. So we are about a third of the way through the season, and believe it or not, we're not actually doing too badly. This is the current form so far up until the 21st of November. We've only lost 1 game at home against Hoffenheim. As you can see, we've been playing the same formation throughout the entire season so far. The Hoffenheim game, a 3-0 home loss. I did feel it was a bit harsh. 17 shots, 7 on target, with a 1.5 XG compared to their 5 shots, 4 on target. I guess this was bound to happen. I don't think having every player on an attack duty can win you every single game, but to only lose 1 so far, I'm very happy with that. Despite such an attacking formation, I thought we'd struggle at the start of the season, but we didn't concede a goal in our first 3 league games. 2-0 win against Mönchengladbach, 3-0 against Köln, and 3-0 against Hertha Berlin. We also beat Dortmund in the German Super Cup 5-2, which I was very happy with considering they're probably going to be our closest rival in terms of a Bundesliga title challenge. So to put 5 goals past them with this formation and not really have to worry too much defensively, as you can see, they only had 10 shots, 4 on target to our 19 and 9. I'm happy. Serge Gnabry gave us the lead after just 10 minutes with a lovely finish after the cross from Thomas Müller. We were 3-0 up just after half-time before Dortmund got 2 goals back, but our wonder kid Jamal Musiala got pretty lucky in making the score 4-2. Before Serge Gnabry got his 2nd goal of the game in the last minute to give us our first piece of silverware, the German Super Cup. Lewandowski didn't score in this game, but he did get a hat-trick of assists. He has, however, scored 22 goals so far this season in 19 games across all competitions with an average rating of 7.67. He is on for a 50-goal season. I'd be a little disappointed based on this start if he didn't hit that. Amazingly, 10 of his goals have come in just 4 Champions League games. He did score 5 against, was it 5 or 4? 5 against Ajax. That's impressive. The pick of the bunch in this game was this superb first-time effort from outside the box. So it's really not surprising he got a 10 rating for this match. Absolutely superb. In the league then, we're currently top after 12 games, so the attacking tactic does seem to be working so far. Ourselves and Dortmund seem to be the only two teams that will really put up a fight for the Bundesliga this season. So the games against them, we haven't played them yet, but the games against Dortmund could be really important. Also, amazingly, despite every single player in front of him being on an attack duty, so not one player is thinking about defending, Manuel Neuer has kept 6 clean sheets in the first 12 games. I'd love to see if he can continue this form until the end of the season. If we can come out of this Bundesliga campaign with the most clean sheets, despite having every single player on attack, including himself, I mean, is defence really necessary? We've already qualified from our Champions League group after just 4 games, 4 wins from those, 2 against Olympiacos, 1 against Ajax, 1 against Barcelona. No surprise at all that Robert Lewandowski is the top goal scorer for ourselves and the Champions League competition as a whole. We've also cruised into the DFB Pokal third round. So overall, we've been doing much better than I thought we would have been in the first few months of the season. If we can keep this up, who knows, we could mount challenges for multiple trophies this season. It's hard to believe, considering every single player is on an attack duty. But like I said, if we can outscore the opponents, we should be fine. If we do that, technically we'll win every game. Let's see if we're doing just as well in a few months' time. One of the first things I've noticed since the last time we looked at our results is that we've lost a few more games. Annoyingly, one of those came away against Borussia Dortmund 2-0, which is not ideal considering they are our main title rival. Erling Haaland is a handful. He is one of the best strikers on the game this year. And look at this. You can see why. So whilst playing every player on an attack duty, he is likely to get chances and he's likely to score. I mean, look, these attributes are just ridiculous. He's 21. 21. He's only going to get better. This is already a joke. I can't imagine what he's going to be like in a few years. Speaking of good strikers, we have got one of our own in Robert Lewandowski. And if you have a look at the goal scorers column, he has pretty much scored in every game he's played since the last time we met. He is now up to 38 goals in 35 appearances in all competitions with an average rating of 7.55. So he is still on for a 50-goal season. One thing I have noticed about Lewandowski as well is a lot of his goals are coming from crosses, either from wing-backs or wingers, which is probably why Josh Kimmich has got 11 assists here, and Thomas Müller, who has been playing largely as the inverted winger on the right-hand side, has got 9. In the Champions League, we drew Portuguese champions Sporting Lisbon in the round of 16, and of course Lewandowski got the winner from a cross by Thomas Müller. We are then coming to the business end of the season, and we're still involved in every competition we've entered, still with a good chance to at least win one of these, I think. In the Bundesliga, we're 2 points behind Borussia Dortmund. They're on 59, we're on 57. Both of us have really pulled away from anybody else that could mount a title challenge. And Lewandowski is still our top goal scorer. He's the top goal scorer in the league, so it could come down to who can score more out of him or Erling Haaland to see which of their clubs can win the Bundesliga. Manuel Neuer is joint top of the clean sheet charts with 12, level with Gregor Kobel from Dortmund. So he is still doing as well as he possibly can, despite not having anybody thinking about defending at all in front of him. In the Champions League, we did qualify top of our group. And like I said, we drew Sporting Lisbon in the last 16, which, if we don't get through, I'd be quite disappointed. We are, of course, 1-0 up with a second leg still to play. And looking at the DFB Pokal, again, we've cruised into the quarterfinals. No Dortmund there. We should be heavy favourites to win that. Heavy favourites might be pushing it a bit. Leipzig are half decent. Borussia Mönchengladbach aren't terrible. We should win that. So just over 2 months until the end of the season. Let's see if we can keep up this good form and continue mounting challenges across all 3 of these competitions. So the season has come to an end, and with this very attacking tactic, we have managed to get our hands on some silverware. First of all, the Bundesliga, we kind of blew it just a little bit. A really tricky run of games in 3 competitions through April and May was just too much for us, and we lost again against Borussia Dortmund at home, with Haaland, of course, getting on the score sheet. Jude Bellingham found Marco Reus over on the left-hand side, who found the byline, found Haaland, and the big Norwegian found the back of our net. Annoyingly, we have finished second in the Bundesliga this season to Borussia Dortmund, who, to be fair, probably deserve it, winning 27 games out of 34. And as you can see on the player stats, Erling Haaland, the top goal scorer, the top average rating, the most assists, the most player of the matches, he has had a phenomenal season. However, our goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer finishing with 19 clean sheets out of 34 games. I'm going to take that as a small win and a really good consolation considering, like we've said, no one thinking about defence. I did have high hopes for Lewandowski as well to be the Bundesliga top goal scorer, but he finished with 24. Overall, 46 in 54 games. I think we bigged him up for the 50-goal season, and he hasn't got there. 11 points as well, the gap between ourselves and Dortmund. It's never really felt that far throughout the entire season, but I guess they have just pulled away. Perhaps it's because they didn't have a DFB Pokal final to play in. And perhaps it's because they didn't win the DFB Pokal after a quarter-final victory over Union Berlin, semi-final victory in extra time over Mainz. We've beaten RB Leipzig in the final by 2-1. Our main man, Robert Lewandowski, scored both goals in the final. The first coming from a mistake from the goalkeeper who drops the ball at the feet of Lewandowski from a Hernandez cross, and he is not going to miss from the goal line. He doubled his tally and doubled our lead not long after half-time, finishing very well with a near post from yet another Joshua Kimmich assist. Leipzig did score in the last minute, but it was only a consolation goal. So runners-up in the Bundesliga, DFB Pokal winners and German Super Cup winners. You'd think I'd be quite happy with that. But it gets even better. Bayern Munich, playing every single player on an attack duty, have won the Champions League. Incredible. Incredible. This is great. In case you can't tell, folks, I'm quite excited and happy that this has worked to this extent. We knocked out United 3-0 in the quarters, moved on to the semis where we knocked out Inter by 3-0 as well. And in the final, it took extra time, but we've beaten Liverpool by 2-1. Marcel Sabitzer gave us the lead in the first half with a superb long-range effort that flew past Alisson in the Liverpool goal. We held on to that lead until the 87th minute, where Fabinho scored a long-range goal of his own to level the scores. We were minutes away from penalties as both teams were exhausted in extra time, but the substitute Kingsley Coman popped up in the 117th minute to slot home from a Nicolas Soulé cross to win the Champions League for us. So to summarise, with a 5-1-1-3 formation, we've come second in the Bundesliga, keeping the most clean sheets and conceding the least amount of goals. We've won the DFB Pokal against RB Leipzig. We've won the German Super Cup against Borussia Dortmund. And we've won the Champions League against Liverpool. Honestly, I really don't think, considering the tactic, the roles, the duties, this could have gone much better. As the first one-season wonder on FM22, this has been an absolute blast to record. I do hope you've enjoyed it as well. If you have, please do drop a like on the video. It would mean so much. And also subscribe to the channel. These will be released every single Monday throughout FM22. So get in the comments, suggest me some teams and some aims for some one-season wonders. Thank you all for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.